According to the National Institute of Drug Abuse, in 2018, about 184 people died every single day due to a drug overdose. Each one of these individuals who lost their life to drugs and those who still continue to battle drug addiction is someone's friend, family member, coworker, community member, and more. But unfortunately, in the United States, with the way many laws surrounding drug use and possession are set up, as well as the expensive medical resources necessary for a proper recovery, many people often end up incarcerated or homeless due to drug addiction and are unable to get the help that they need. Hi there, my name is Starr Robinson, and I am the daughter of a person who struggled with drug addiction. Because of this, I know all too well how drug addiction impacts people and ruins families and relationships, and I really wanted to bring awareness and clarity to what drug decriminalization actually is and how it has the potential to save lives and families. So, firstly, decriminalization does not make drug use or possession legal. Instead, it becomes no longer a criminal offense, which means that people cannot get incarcerated for non-violent drug offenses without the intent to distribute. Instead, they might be fined or required a community service and then offered treatment for recovery. According to the Drug Policy Alliance, in 2018, there were more than 1.6 million drug arrests made in the United States, and more than 86% of these arrests are for possession only. By decriminalizing drug use and possession, we can reduce the amount of people being unnecessarily incarcerated for nonviolent crimes, and instead of more funding going towards building new prisons and jails due to overcrowding, this funding can now be allocated towards these necessary treatment programs, job and housing access for those in need, and education. With decriminalization, we are also removing the responsibility of handling nonviolent drug-related crimes from the hands of law enforcement and replacing it with psychologists and other healthcare professionals who will be better equipped to handle these situations. This has major potential to be the first step that the United States takes towards necessary prison, police, and drug reformations. In a Canadian Medical Association journal, author Lauren Vogel states, "Under such a regime, efforts are focused on addressing the social determinants for problematic substance use, moderating consumer demand for psychoactive substances, reducing harm, and improving the health of individual users, communities, and populations." So, the best thing that we can do as a community to bring this to fruition is by firstly using our voices to get the right people elected into government positions who will take action on implementing these treatment programs where instead of people being incarcerated for their drug use or possession, people will be scheduled a one-on-one appointment with psychologists and healthcare professionals who will not only inform them of their options for recovery, job and housing assistance, how to continue to use drugs in a safe and controlled environment if they choose to do so, and also may require community services or a fine if they choose not to get the help that's being offered to them. The most important aspect of this is for the people who are struggling with drug abuse to know that they are not alone, they're not a burden, and this is not just their fault, that there's countless people who are ready and willing to help them get their lives back on track as soon as they're ready to take that step. When we let our voices be heard, we are taking the first step to reducing the existing stigma surrounding those impacted by drug addiction and acknowledging that they should not be tossed behind bars as some form of punishment, but instead they should be offered the helping hand that they need to get them on the path to recovery before it's potentially too late. Thank you.